and welcome to this gameplay guide review for Astroneer. Okay, so our first initial look didn't do too well. Didn't really know what was going on, and since then we've managed to work out quite a bit. So what I will do is this is a guide on how to get started and what you're looking for. Because it's not obvious, let's face it, and there's some bits and pieces and gameplay mechanics on there which do need some explaining. So this is more of a tutorial than anything. Right, so if you've not played this before, you get the choice of 4 astronauts to pick from, and I will go with that bloke. We'll just go with the first guy. Okay, so let's launch him. So basically it just launches your little pod onto an area for you to then mess around in. Okay, so there are some important bits to point out. Ah, that's handy, there's some resin just there sticking out of the ground. Right, so what we'll do is we'll extract ourselves, and then this turns into our air supply. And what we can do now is run over here and press down Q, and we can cool down the colours. What this does is it gives us our initial tools. So what we're going to do is bung this over to the side, rotate it round a bit. In fact, what we'll do is put it right there, so it's right next to that power supply sticking out. But we will need some room, because this is going to have the other box on top of it. So pick it up, bung that in, and it's now got the power. Alright, now for the other one, pick it up with a left click, guide it around, put it on there, and this is going to build us bits and pieces. Not like that. Hold each one back, there we go, and we now have a medium fabricator. Okay, so go pick up the resin with E, start digging, and it's worth going deep. You didn't see those bits, but they are there, look. There's more, keep going. Not just on the surface. See, there's more there. Now we press Q, you can see that it's gathered on our backpack. Right, now here's the other part that's important. The first initial materials you're going to need are resin and compound. Once you have some compound, just like this, like that, you can make tethers. So what we'll do is we'll walk back to base because I'm slowly dying because I'm not close enough. There we go. The oxygen level is actually on the back of your tank, just there. Right, so let's feed this with some resin. Take that goes there, goes there. Alright, now we need to create a platform so that we can let's have some medium. Want a large platform, or we'll need both of those. So we're going to need compound, but we need a platform to put it on in the first place. So let's build, and like a 3D printer, off it goes. Right, there's some more resin over here, and a crash ship which we'll investigate in a little while. Got to keep an eye on the oxygen. So I need to find some compounds. Keep digging, keep an eye on the bar on the back of my backpack. Right, it's also important to note that every now and again you get these meteor storms, and if you're out in them, you are as good as dead. So best to when those go, then they hit, get underground, getting your module, that thing there, or getting a rover, if you happen to have one. I can see the bar going up on the back that way. Oh right, okay, so that's good. Right, so let's put that. Let's twist that around. Now, it's nice that you can actually chain these devices about. Yeah, so I'm being a bit over fussy, I suppose. That's power that. Alright, now what we need to do is we need to compound to make a research chamber. Now the research chamber is important because it's going to help us get all of the other bits and pieces that we need. Oh, well, look at that. It's handy. Oh look, and there's some compound. Isn't that handy? It was nice that it actually pointed it out, because the last time we saw that it didn't happen. But this will get you started. Once again, dig deep, dig around, find another pocket or two, keep an eye on your oxygen. Yeah, I think we've got all of that. Right, now, wander over here, and we put 2 pieces of compound on there. And we can now print. Alright, now the research station requires, well, items of research, and what that does when it's actually done its research is it will give you points, or what it refers to as bytes. So if I hold down the Q key now, you can then use these bytes to buy new things to build. So the tethers is the bit that you want to start off with. It only costs 30 bytes, and they use compound to build, but what they do is they allow you, once you've brought them, to get further away from your base to get more research. So let's get rid of that. I'll show you what I mean. Alright, so let's get the research thing up and going. I can't put it on the other side. That doesn't matter, it's going to just take up the entire platform anyway. Right, okay, so we need something to research. So usually it's under the plants and that, so let's dig under these plants if we get any organic matter to start off with, just so we can research tethers. Because at a later date, what happens is you get much bigger items from caves and under more dangerous plants. So I'm not doing very well here. Oh, there we go, some organic. There we go, some organic compound, that'll do. Bundle over to I'll get us started. Right, and using the, let's say it gives us 30 bytes, and then we can buy the tethers. Nice and easy. Nice, some more compound there and some more resin. That's very handy. That didn't happen last time I started a game. That just made life so much simpler. Oh, that's just the top of a hill. Or is that something that I can research? Or maybe I can research one of those balls. Okay. So when we've got the bytes from this organic material, so right, storage. What I'll do is I'll store my resin on there. Can I research the resin? Will the resin give me anything? I don't know, I've not tried, so I will set that off. Glass taken this time. So, small compound. You can see the oxygen bar going down my backpack slowly. And if you don't get back onto the tether that's at your base, you will slowly suffocate and die. And then another astronaut pops out that looks from the space station. It's exactly like you. You do get some nice little ones there, 50% oxygen. Not too far away from the base, I'm not particularly worried at this particular point. Okay. There we go, so we've got plenty down. Oh, we've got some more resin. Now later that you can build storage devices, and they have these little red attachments on, and you can just store stuff on those. Now if you leave your stuff lying around on the ground, when you get a storm, the storm will blow your stuff away, so be careful of that. But I do want to go and check out those balls. They're balls. Those ones over there, see if we can put one of those in for research, or all of them. And that thing. So what I might do is just do a tether over to the ball and then tether over to the other thing once this is decided to complete. So if we have a look at our... So we've got 25. So we're not too far away. So this will be the first thing you research, basically, because this will get you moving in the game. Right, now when it hits 30 you should find that that turns grey. I'm actually making an assumption about that. Yay, there it is, so you can actually buy it. So it's telling you that you've got enough to buy that particular thing. The pink things are out of your range. So buy that. Unlocked. Oh yeah. Right, so now we are mobile pretty much to a large degree. Oh, those balls are like that. Right, okay, so here's the next most important thing that you need to know. To create the tethers, you don't use the research equipment, don't get them out of your back, the unit, the module there, you don't do that. What you do is you press Q on your backpack, and then at the bottom here you now have tethers, and you press the I, it uses up the compounds on the back of your backpack and creates you a tether, and you press T to place them. So as you go off, right, so it's just fallen off, press T, and then if you get it right, and now you can go further. So we're going to go over here, put a tether down, put another tether down, and this is why compound is... oh no, wait a minute. That was unexpected. To be fair, I've not seen those before. Ah. That goes on my backpack. Some copper, that's always useful. Looks like it might have been a pod of some description. Okay. Well, that kind of solves that mystery. Let's go in this direction. Now, your tethers aren't endless, but you can create more. Hopefully So let's get in some compound there, so that's handy. Right. Will I be able to mine that up, or is it going to try and kill me? Because that's the next thing. The pink clouds of dust. Is that good or bad? Right, so was that free? Can I? No. Can't pick that up, so I'm guessing that's just landscape. Well, that's disappointing. That'd be nice if that was something I could pick up and research. And it's usually things that are that sort of size. Oh, it's gone now. So yeah, it's usually things that are that sort of size. Bigger hole than I thought. So right around, because usually there's something under these sort of things. No. Right, so there was a crashed thingy just over there, wasn't there? But let's see if we can make it over there. If not, there's plenty of compound just there for us to pick up. Whoops. Oh, I've run out of tethers. So that's not that queue, the other queue. No, why is it giving me my backpack? There it is. Right, so more tethers. There we go. Am I getting hurt? Why did I just get health? Oops. Forgetting why I was making tethers then. Hopefully there might be something here that we can use. Uh-oh. That's a sandstorm. I think getting back would be a really good idea. As you can see, the tether line. Oh, I'm so going to get hurt. Walking as fast as I can. No, well, maybe I'm alright. No, there come the blocks. Ow. Avoid them. Because they will kill you. The enemy tether, literally. No. Oh, that was close. That. Well, that's only for me that moment. Oh, it's like playing pong. Ow, that hurt. That was close. Right, let's have a look around this crater. There might be some bits and pieces that I can take here. Now these blue dots, they are actually oxygen, so if you use your extractor gun, you will gain oxygen from those. Right. Is this dangerous? Let's dig it up and see what happens. Anything that I can pick up and research? No. Okay. There's some more of those balls over there. Right, so is there anything else we can nick here? We've got some copper from the other bit. Set of caves. Quick nose down there. Bound to be some research down there. Right. That's where we're going. Where's my tether? I've lost my tether. Oh, there it is. Okay. Let's head in that direction. Tethers? Have I run out of tethers already? Yes, I have. Alright, and so from here, what you're doing is you're gathering research items and you're dragging them back to your research lab, which then gives you the in-game currency bytes to buy new things to play with, basically. So I'm just going to go down and explore these caves. Hopefully we'll come across one of the really nasty sort of plants that you come across. There's power. Those yellow ones are power if you wanted to power your rover. Or your backpack for that fact. All you have to do is plug them in. Ah, that looks promising. Right, let's see if we can dig a decent tunnel down. Later on, you need a print canister. I haven't got one of those yet, but okay. No, that's not quite right. We need to create a nice shallow tunnel so that we can get no back further. Let's come right back. Let's go right over here. Okay, we are a little bit further down than anticipated. Let's make all the way up. It's going to be a lot easier. So there. There we go. Right, so there's the quick way down and the short way down. Alright, so this stuff is used to create rocket fuel. Oh, that looked like, sounded like it up. Oh, it's just different coloured soil. I thought, oh yeah, I found something. Yay! Ah, there we go. Poisonous plants, right? These guys, what they'll do is they will shoot gas at you, and it will follow you for a little way. So let's demonstrate that. There it comes, look. And you will get poisoned. If you get poisoned enough, you will die. And another guy will parachute down or come down from the space station and replace you. Alright, so what we do is we dig out from underneath them. Oh yeah, there's something for research. There we go. Oh, and more things to research. All this gas. Run away. Run away. Just leave me alone, gas. Right, so there's 2 items for me to research there. I think I can only carry one at a time. So what we'll do is we'll grab that on. You just need to basically left click on it. Now life becomes a lot easier when you get a rover. Once you've got the rovers, they become your oxygen supply. They will give you oxygen, so you're not so restricted to the base. Talking to one of my friends who's played this quite a bit, he was saying that once you build the shuttles, you can go to another planet. So I was saying there's a lot more research there. Of course, you've got to build up to that. Right, so let's put this in the research bay like that, and put a mouse over it, and that's going to give us 599 bytes. It's going to take 7 minutes to do it. So right, okay, so quick tip: whilst in this mode and it is researching, do not press the letter E, because it will cancel it for you. Deep joy, found that out to my cost. But there are 2 pieces of research I can do back there, and it's that one got brought, and then I have to go back and get the other one and then research that. So there you have it, Astroneer, getting started, how you get your research, how to buy the bits and pieces you need to get yourself mobile, the tethers, how to make them, and there you go, that'll get you started. The rest is up to you. Enjoy Astroneer. I have great fun with friends as well. Played this a lot with my friend Dragonbait, who I've got a game going with, and we've done quite a lot there. We've got rovers and all sorts going on at that point. So yeah, but if you've enjoyed this video, if you found it really useful, please subscribe. There's a subscribe button just underneath this video. If you'd love to hit it, we'd love to have you. If not, you can follow us on Facebook, and we're also on Twitter. Just look for Savvy Gadgetz. I hope you've enjoyed it, and thank you. I'll see you next time.